Aaron Miles, the manager for the Diamonds. Takashi Miyoshi, the manager for the Sonoma Stompers. And again, we'll have 3 umpires tonight, as we had last night, which is a one more than we usually have in Pacific Association play. We'll have 1 down each foul line and 1 behind home plate. And then, of course, when you get runners, they sometimes change their positions. So we'll see how that goes tonight. There were no controversial calls of any great import last night. It was flat out good pitching. The Diamonds got a couple of threats, and they ended the game in a very frustrating fashion. They had, in the 9th inning, with 1 out, both Galletti and Calderon got hits and were standing at first and second. Then a ground ball by Marty Carrena had him thrown out at first, with the runners moving up to second and third. So then with 2 outs, the Diamonds had runners at third and second. They're down by 1 run, and they could not get the runners home from third or second. A ground ball down the third base line. Moro Laura made a good play, a big chopper, and he came and got it. Threw out Bautista at first base, and that was it for the Diamonds last night. Coco. Blackley ready to go. Winds and delivers, and that pitch is smacked to center field. Wes Wallace coming over to his left and makes the catch. Third baseman, and that can have an impact on some plays. This pitch from Carranza, 2 Carranzas hit to center field. Wallace is coming in, and he has it, and they'll just keep running on into the dugout because that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. At the end of 1/2 inning, the score, the Stompers nothing, the Diamonds are coming up. Lococo is in right field tonight. The 2-2 pitch is strike 3 called, and Jose Garcia will take a seat. Valdez comes up here hitting .290. And he hits this one to center field and deep, and back goes Hibbert. Hibbert still going back, but makes the catch. And that's out number 2. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on him, missed strike 3. So 2 of the Diamonds go down striking out here in the first inning. They get nobody aboard. At the end of 1, it's 0-0. Blackley from Melbourne, Australia. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the second inning. 5 innings, and it was almost surprising to realize at the end of it all he hadn't given up a run. The pitch for Blackley is swung on this one. It's hit well to left field, but it's right at Marty Carrena, who keeps in a couple steps, and he makes the catch. Out number 2 here, and Scott David will come to the plate. David has Scott David has a strange way of warming up at the plate like that. This pitch, he bounces to the right side. Valdez waits for it, gets it, throws it in time, but there's that deceptive speed. It looked like David had a chance to beat that one out, and he got down that line in a hurry, but Valdez's throw was barely in time. So 3 up, 3 down again for the Sonoma Stompers, and we're going to the bottom of the second with no score. Oh, 9. Okay. This will be number 10. Swung on, and Letty hits this one high into left field, and the left fielder, Metzger, comes over, and he makes the catch. So that long battle is won by Plaza eventually. He gets Gleddy out. Left-handed batter against the right-hander on the mound, Scott Plaza. The pitch from Plaza, and he hits this one to the right side, and it's going to be deep, and it's going to go in between them all the way to the wall. Quinn around first and on his way to second. The throw is picked up. The ball is picked up in right field by Lococo and thrown in, and that'll be a stand-up double for B.J. Gwynn, and welcome back to Pittsburgh. But more aware of Alzheimer's disease and its impacts. Ground ball right up the middle, stop at the shortstop, and thrown out is Calderon. Going to third on the play is Quinn, and that was a good play by Mayadora, who had to wait to see the ball when he came up here hitting .287 on the season with 2 home runs and 18 RBIs. That pitch is out. That's strike 3 called. Wow. On the mound, Travis Blackley for the Diamonds, and this pitch is whacked past Garcia into left field for a base hit. Garcia with a diving attempt on the outfield grass. One of those attempts that even if he had successfully captured the baseball, he would not have been able to throw the runner out. And his pitchers making the base runners for Sonoma, making them aware that they know that they are there and they're not allowed in the direction that you're throwing the ball, but try to go one step farther than that. Here's a pitch. This one is hit well to left field. Marty Carrena comes over. He watches it, and it is foul. It is just foul. What? He called it fair. The home plate umpire called it fair, and that was a foul ball. Oh, my. That ball was hit well to left field. Yasuda hit it out of here. There's no doubt about that. One that I could not see. I did not. The player's body was in the way. The ground ball to the right side. That's going to go to right field for a base hit. Mayadera goes to second. He will hold on as Calderon comes up throwing, and it's cut off at and double play depth at short and second. This pitch is line drive. One hop to Garcia, makes a good stop, picks to Valdez, throws to first. He got him. That'll score a run for the Stompers. The Diamonds are alive. They need 5 straight victories. The pitch. Swung on, mounted towards Garcia again. This ball is picked up. He looks at first. He throws. He got him. Out number 3, but the Stompers get a run in a wild inning where there's 1 home run and that is taken off the board. Instead of the 2 they had at that moment, they ended up with 1 run in the top of the 3rd. And we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Sonoma 1 and Pittsburgh nothing. With 2 outs and runners at 2nd and 3rd in the bottom of the 9th. And this pitch is bounded much like that one. It's much deeper. Moralora goes back to get the high bounce, and he throws it high. And Bautista will go under the throw and will be safe at first base, and I think that'll be an error. Hitting 214 on the ear. He's got a runner at first, 3-2 count. The 3-2 pitch, he hits it right back up the middle, and it's going to be picked up. No, it goes right by Yasuda into center field, and Bautista goes on to third. It looked like Yasuda running over because Bautista was on his way to second would be able to make that play. He made a sliding attempt to catch it, and it got under his glove and on into center field. A base hit. And now they're runners at the corners with nobody out. And the top of the order is coming up. The pitch, and Garcia hits this one high into the pops it up on the infield, and they call it infield fly rule, and Scott David makes the catch. It's not supposed to be double play depth. It's almost halfway. I mean, maybe they think they're going to make a play at the plate. Bautista was lead at third. Here's the pitch, and Valdez hits this one down the left field line. It's going to be trouble if it stays fair, and it's fair. In comes Bautista to score. On his way to third is McKeon, just picking up the ball now in left field is Metzger, and on with a double, and center base is Omar Valdez, and he has the Diamonds' first RBI of this series. The Diamonds have broken through. They had just suffered through 11 straight scoreless innings. 1-1 the score here in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch to Wallace, and he hits this one high to right center field. Will it be deep enough to score McKeon? Coming in the left right fielder, Lococo makes the catch. McKeon is on his way to the plate. He stops. The throw comes in offline, and got a run on a double play. This pitch, Galetti is swung on and missed. Strike 3, but the Diamonds get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2 runners on. And at the end of 3, the score, Stompers 1, Diamonds 1. Blackley cruising along here until this last inning where they got the bases loaded with nobody out when it was decided the ball was foul. This pitch, Carranza hits it high. He got underneath it. Wallace is charging in, and he can't get it. It's going to fall in between everybody. Garcia came out. Wallace came in. Nobody could quite get there, and the ball falls harmlessly to the ground in center field, short center field. So Carranza gets a single. But, boy, that just found the one part of the diamond nobody could get to. Blackley looks at first. And the left-hander comes to the plate. Swearing to bunt. It's a sacrifice attempt. Blackley looks at second. He throws to first and gets Weinrich by Moralora. He may have foul tipped it slightly, but it's no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Oh-2 count. And the 0-2 pitch is strike 3 called. Right on the inside corner. Moralora took it, and it is strike 3. Scott David will step up now. Ball to Scott David. So now with a full count and a runner at second. Blackley takes a walk off the mound. He has not liked a couple of the pitches calls that he's had, and he actually made some verbal comments to the umpire at one point, and the umpire came walking out of behind home plate, and I don't think Blackley would have lasted any longer had he said anything more, and he wisely shut his mouth. 3-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's it for Scott David and the Stompers here in the 4th inning. They get no runs. They get a hit. They leave that runner at the end of 3.5. The score is 1-1. This to Gwynn in the 2nd inning. And then he got in real trouble in the 3rd inning. Here's a pitch. This time, Gwynn lifts the ball high to right side. It's going to be fair territory. He's got David over to make the catch in short right field. And so that's out number 1. Taken over. There's a little sliver of light left in left field, but that is it. Here's a pitch to JQ, and he swings and fouls it at the plate. Or no, he does not hit it. It apparently gets away from the catcher, and he's thrown out at first. So that's a strikeout on Calderon, and that's out number 2. Marty Carino will step to the plate. It's tomorrow, anytime they can get one win. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side off of Marty Carino's bat. It bounds right up to the second baseman Yasuda, who throws him out to end the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. At the end of 4 full, the score tied at 1. The home plate umpire, he called it a home run. Then he took it off after some consultation, he took it off the board. Yasuda bounced as a sacrifice, throws to first to get Yasuda, does Blackley. On to second goes Maedira. And so for the 2nd inning in a row, 2 men on and 1 out in the top of the 5th. And this ball is ground to the left side to Garcia. To second, 1. To first. You got him. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So it's a full count to Batista to lead off the 5th. Swung on it, hits it to center field. Is going to get there? Yes. Barely best by the glove of Maedira at short, who gave chase but could not quite get there. And now Batista leads off this 5th inning with a single. Miles always says in the pregame show, he's going to decide as the game situation calls for. McKeon bounced this one to the left side. It's picked up by Moralora, who throws him out. On to second safely is but get their first lead in the series if they can get Bautista home. The pitch to him. Swung on, hit left to the right side, and it's going to be in foul territory. Scott David back there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Look back at Bautista and the pitch. Swung on, and this one is lifted high to the left side. Metzger comes over. He says he's got it, and he does. So that's out number 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. The Diamonds to center in the 1st inning and grounded out to Garcia back in the 3rd. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. High pop-up. And Valdez says he's got it right in front of second base, but Garcia will take it out back towards shortstop, and he makes the catch. Wow. That is finally Carranza out with a pop-out to the shortstop. And Weinrich steps in here, and he hits the first pitch. One hopper to Galletti, steps on the bag, and that does it for your 6th inning.
Things at the same time here.
Well, you're multi-talented. This pitch from Wallace is whacked to the left side, and it's deep to left field, and back goes Metzger, and he watches, and he has room. He's at the Wentz, and he makes a catch.
Wow. We've been here last year.
And even farther down the lane, Galletti hits this one, and it's off to left center field, and over comes the center fielder to make the catch.
Hung up.
So Hibbert comes over to catch that. There's nobody on, and the 3-2 pitch from Plaza is swung on, and this one's hit to the left side. This one's in trouble. Metzger on his way back. Can he get there? Yes! Oh, my God. 3 times the Diamonds have hit the ball hard. Almost out of the park at one point, but 3 times the Stomper, who's got a 1-ball and 2-strike count. Blackley comes to the plate. This ball is hit to left field, a base hit. That's your classic line drive base hit to left field. Picking it up is Marty Carrena as a big turn is made by Moralora as he retreats back to first now. All kinds of words to describe Scott David. 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch bounces up by McKeon. On his way to second is Moralora. He rounds second and looks at third as McKeon goes back to the backstop to the fence to pick up the ball way up. Kind of halfway up between home and third was that ball.
Drive it somewhere.
Here's the pitch. Did it hit him? Did it hit it? His helmet goes flying.
He did hit him.
He did hit him in the back. I guess I knocked his helmet off. 2 base runners. pitch. He hits it to left side. Bautista stops it. He looks at home and does not throw there. He throws to first and. Here's the pitch to Hibbert, and he grounds this one high bouncer to Garcia, who waits for it, takes it, throws. Not in time, and a run scores.
I think we're going to be in pretty good shape.
First and Metzger get hit. Did he get hit by that on his foot? 3-1, Sonoma leading here in the top of the seventh. They've scored 2 runs in this inning, and there go the runners. Here's a ground ball right up the middle. Valdez catch. Oh, it hits the runner, and he's out. Here's a pitch to Calderon. Swung on, he hits this in the left side, and then to left field for a base hit.
Yeah, so he picked out his pitch. He fought off some tough pitches, and then he picked one out and laced it into left center field there for.
The Diamonds need 2 runs to tie 3 to take the lead. The pitch to Marty Grant is hit high and deep.
Back
To left field.
Way
back
back.
goes Metzger. He's at the wall. It's gone.
Gone. There it is. Yeah. All right. Well, you know.
Hello, tie ball game. Marty
ball game,
Carino with
right?
a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th, and the Diamonds have tied it up at 3. It was just difficult to watch. Here's a pitch. This ball, ground ball past the pitcher. Second baseman Yasuda picks it up and throws him out for out number 2 here in Scott Plaza this inning. There's the pitch from Rodriguez. Garcia swings and misses for strike 3.
Yeah, good dose of changeups.
Yeah. He lead off here in the 8th inning, and he pops it up. They're pointing over to Galletti. Galletti says he's got it right by first base on the infield dirt, and he makes the catch. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and he hits this one to the left side, and that's deep. Back goes Wallace. Chasing, give me a chase, give me a chase. He makes the catch in left center field. And relief of Travis Blackley. This pitch is hit high and deep to left field, and back goes Marty Carina, and he's to the warning track, and he's looking for the wall, but he makes the catch in front of it, and that's out number 3. Last night they lose 1-0. Tonight it's 3-3. The pitch to Valdez, the ground to the right side, right at Scott David, who doesn't have to go very far to tag the base, and that's out number 1. Richardson comes to the plate, 1-2, and Wallace hits this one higher more than deep, and it's going to be Metzger coming on a very high fly ball, and he's out. Out number 2, Vinny Galletti will step to the plate.
Yeah, he didn't have to go all the way back to the wall that time.
No. Facing Galletti here with 2 down and nobody on. Bottom of the 8th inning, tie score the pitch. Swung on, this one's into left center field, and it's going to get down. Yes, in front of Metzger. It hits off of his body. And Galletti is on his way to second. Here comes the throw into second, and he slides safely. We don't want to deal with that person. Of course, they pitched to Galletti and paid for it. Here's the pitch to Gwynn. He pops this one up to the left side. It could have fallen in the left field. Metzger comes in, makes the catch. So Gwynn with a short fly ball to left field is the 3rd out here in the 8th inning, and he leaves Vinny Galletti at second base. We're going to inning number 9 here in Pittsburgh, and the score is tied at 3. And the first pitch is whacked to the left side. Garcia in the hole. He stops it. Long throw across it. Yes, he got him. Lawrence set. He looks in. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. And that will do it for Yasuda. They're now 2 down here in the 9th inning, and up comes Matt Hibbert. Lawrence kicks. This swung on a miss, strike 3, and the Diamonds have put them down in the top of the 9th and set themselves up for a sudden death win if they can pull off a score. It's going to the bottom of the 9th to score Sonoma 3 and Pittsburgh 3. Situation for Sonoma, but they're trying to get out of it. The pitch to Bautista, bound to the left side. In comes the third baseman. He makes a stop. He goes to second. And so the Diamonds do get a runner to third base with 1 out. On first base is Mello. Here's the pitch to Garcia. Swings and misses. He missed the ball. He's going to race down there, but he cannot. Now they've got Calderon in a runoff at third base. Can they get a double play on this? Now Calderon racing down. The throw. He can stay alive enough to get. He's out. Now. Hold on a second. The question here is. This is Mello. Bautista has just come across the plate. Here's what the argument will be. That Garcia was out at home, and they lost the ball. He ran to first base. I'm not sure he had the ability to do that. I think he was just out. I should have been a strikeout. Then they got Calderon in third in a runoff, and they say that was just because of product. He didn't know if he had to run home because Garcia was on his way to second. It may be a double play. If it's not a double play, Bautista may have scored. I think the Diamonds have just run themselves out of the ninth inning. Brink has come into pitch, and the pitch is up high, pop-up of a bunt, picked off by Brink. He delays his throw to second, and he could have had him maybe. And right now they got the lead in the 10th inning. Jordan Brink trying to keep it that close. Pitch is whacked right by Brink, and it goes up the middle of the field. Valdez steps on second. Can he turn? No! Another run will score. It was a very difficult play for Omar Valdez. I was actually surprised he got the ball. And that's their offense. Here goes the runner from first. Here goes the pitch. Heiberger throws to second, and they got this guy out. Now they're going to try it home, and Heiberger can't get him. He swept past the plate, but Heiberger can't tag him, and he scores. Here's the pitch from Brink. He swings and misses. That's strike three, and he's up here against Valdez with a 2-1 count, and the 2-1 pitch is lifted left side down the left field line. It's a base hit. Here comes Heiberger around third. He will score. Garcia goes to second and holds, and it's now 6-4. Leads 10th inning. The pitch swung on left side is going to go to the third baseman. He picks it up. He goes to second for one. Not in time. And Galletti beats it out and coming in to score Garcia. And now Galletti will not go to second because the ball's free, but Galletti was running down the first base line. And are they going to give him second? Maybe they'll give him second automatically. There's an argument about that, but Garcia kept coming, and he scored 6-5, and they're going to put Galletti on second base in scoring position with 2 down. Game here in the 10th. Here's the pitch went right at the third baseman. He charges. He makes the catch. That was the first base. He got the man, and the Sonoma Stompers are the first half champions of the Pacific Association. If you're watching on TV, you can see it. If you're listening on the radio, you can hear it. And that's the chance, the celebration at the center of the field on the Diamonds, on the pitching mound by the Pacific Association champion Sonoma Stompers. What a game that was. Oh, so do I. Oh, well, thank you. You're going to be here tomorrow. You're going to Sonoma, right? Are you going to Sonoma, too?
Look at that. David brought the blue score.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well, good to see you. Nice to meet you. And if you make a trip up the second half, say hello. Yeah. Okay, good. Great. Well, thank you. Nice meeting you.